Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrapbooking Creations. Today we're going to continue working on my wedding album. I am really enjoying this because I am getting a project done I've wanted to do for quite a while, as well as using some beautiful papers. Today I'm actually adding in the coordinating cardstock for Hope and Kindness. I really struggled last night. I was trying to put together a layout that I could videotape this morning, and I grabbed out sage again. I grabbed out rosemary. I grabbed out black. And I actually had thought I was going to run with the black, but then I took a step back from it and just thought, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to think about it. And that honestly is always what saves me. It always saves me. It's always a good thing when you are struggling with a layout and you're just not loving it. You know, you don't want to waste the time on it, but at the same time, there's so many other things in your life that's going on. So taking a step back and just thinking is always the best option. Always. I cannot stress that enough. I have been doing that for years and it really saves my tuchus. Okay, so this is what I've got today, and I'm going to go over the ingredients for both sides of this layout. They're technically this, one layout that'll go together, but they are two separate layouts because they have two separate titles. And let me grab, I closed all my windows. Goodness. Okay, so I'm using the Love and Cherish by Photoplay. I'm also using the Hope and Kindness coordinating cardstock. It looks amazing together, and I wish I had thought about that earlier, but at the same time, I think I only have like 4 packs of it. I'm going to have to order more. I did order some more linen cardstock because I definitely don't have enough of that. So I took all the pictures out and I narrowed it down to these 4 for this side. Um, I liked this one as well because I think it's a really good picture of me, and I don't usually like pictures of me, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep that one since I actually like it. And then these 2 were a special situation as well. So this is this side, and these are the sides. Photos are all random sizes, so I'm not going to even just bother with that. I did mat them on linen light, and I used, of course, the piece that I cut off here. Okay, so we have linen dark side, 8.5 by 11 1/4 for both layouts. I have Sage, Hope and Kindness. Let's see here. Sage, Hope and Kindness, 2 by 10 3/4 and 2 by 8 1/4. Okay, then I have the floral pattern, 5 by 10 1/2, and this one is 8 by 8. And I do have them separated by, this is It's Almost Time, and this one is Finishing Touches. So down below, you'll see that they are 2 separate, but the Cricut file is for both because this is definitely, one that goes together. Okay, Pine, I believe this is Pine. Hope and Kindness coordinating cardstock, 7 by 8 1/2. This is a Cricut cut, as well as this one, which is 1 by about 6 1/2, which is also a Cricut cut. Okay, I have these 2, It's Almost Time and Finishing Touches, that I have put through the Xyron. And as I'm looking at those, I did not make a good choice and put that to where, let me grab my Cricut file. Let me go in here. I'm going to put some text down so I can write down what font that is because I welded them so that they would kind of be one word. It is Babette, Babettete, and I will notate that below. Okay, so then I also have the same flowers I used on the last one, which I'm going to move this thingy here. Sorry. Which are these. This one is a cream one. So it's this flower that I've broken apart. And then I have added in, and this is my little stuff right here, the flower sequins, and then 4mm pearls. And I'm just storing those over here on my, I have a post that goes up over, and then the camera faces down. So I'm just storing those over there for right now. And then I have the little leaves I've been using, and those are retired from close, Stampin' Up. Sorry. Okay, so I just put a bunch out here because I wasn't sure how many I'm going to use, what I'm going to do. I also have, this is one of the journaling cards, and I typed up using, let me go for the font on that one. Let's see here. I used, I think it's opening up. Nope, There it is. Okay, the font on this one is Dancing Script, and I have it at 30. And I did that because the first ones I did were small. I also put this down and it's a little crooked, and I have to leave it because when I tried to pull it up, it started ripping the paper. And even though I have more of these, I'd prefer not to use them, even though I probably won't use much of this backside. But so something old is my mom's necklace. Something new is my bridal hat that I made. It was one of my first really serious craft projects too. Um, I'm not a real veil person. I think that they're beautiful and I think people do a great job with them. My sister had a beautiful tiara with hers. I'm also not really a tiara person. I'm not a real girly girl. So getting the flowers I got and creating this hat with my little poofy stuff back here and then having a veil that kind of went down the back was perfect for me. My husband kind of gives me a bad time because he's like, what? Who was that? Somebody's, like, where did this come into play? Because I don't wear hats. But I just wanted something different, and I always kind of walk that different path. And then my something borrowed was Marcella's dress. Something blue, I have no idea. I vaguely remember possibly somebody tied something blue to the back of this bouquet, but I'm not going to say anything because officially on this book, because I have no idea. I don't remember. This was way, way back.
It was a blue penny in your shoe.
A blue penny in my shoe? You think so?
That's what I remember.
That's what you remember? Okay, well, that has been solved, so I will add that actually to here. Okay, so I'm glad that my husband can remember things that I sure as heck can't, but I will add that blue penny to my shoe on the something blue. So let's get working on this layout and see what we come up with. I have ideas. I have a plan of action over here. I have paper cut. We're good. Okay, let's grab these glue dots and let's get this page down first because that is going to make my life easier today. And then I'll get my little ruler out. Okay, so my original thoughts are this. And with that said, I kind of want that it's almost time going up this way. So I think I'm going to attach that to this piece first, which means I'm going to actually add some glue dots to this. I wonder if I could attach them to the other. So I'm going to line this up here like that and do this title first, just because I think it's going to make my life easier. So it doesn't have an apostrophe and it needs one. So I will have to cut that. Let's see here. I want this to go as close to the top. It kind of has its own mind too. So I'm just going to gently suggest where I want it to go and not worry too much. Okay. And I'm building this upside down, so if it looks funky, I'm sorry. Hopefully I am doing an okay, it's sticking to me. I'm doing an okay job on this. I'm gonna, uh-oh. Okay, so that's got to go down a little further. It's a cute font. I really do like the font. I like how it's kind of whimsical at the same time as being fancy. I'm going to go with the word fancy on this. Okay, let's see here. Whew. This one is going to stress me. Is that going to go up? Is that going down? It's going down, but is it supposed to? Let me grab my pokey tool. Let's see here. Maybe let's just kind of lay it down and see where it goes. I'm going to flip that around and take a look at that after I get all this done. Okay, and I'm going to make the T for time kind of match up with, oops, get that anchored with this. I did rack my brain on the verbiage I wanted to use on this too, which was another positive to waiting until today to kind of put this in here because I wasn't sure where I was actually headed with it. Okay, now let's see how this looks. That looks pretty good. I'm kind of impressed. I'll just toss these. Okay, now I'm going to take this, stick them off, and then I'll put this back over here. Kind of put this where I think I want it. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Next will be this little piece. That should probably go under that. Or, I know what I can do. I will trim it. That'll save me some time. You're not going to see it anyway, so. It doesn't need to be as big as it is. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to actually trim it here as well. And then set this aside. Let's give me about, let's go for about 2 inches. And I will fix that on the cut file because otherwise I am wasting. I played with this for a while, so. Okay. Let's see here. I feel like that is not perfectly straight. I like that. It's not going to be straight because I cut it unevenly. So the way to fix it is to cover up the ends. Okay. Should have cut that a little bigger. Okay, so I want that to start about right there. Okay, I like that. And yeah, I'll fix this file so that it's not so visible. I'll fix the cut file so there's not so much waste on that one. Okay, pictures over here. So we've got my sister playing, showing her leg because I'm showing my leg. And then that's my sister and my sister-in-law, and this is all of us. And I wasn't sure how I wanted these pictures to lay. I'd kind of like them more this way. And originally I was thinking I was going to omit this one, but I think it's just funny how my sister is right there. So I thought I should probably keep it in here. Let's see here. Go back to this pattern. Not sure how I want these to go. What does that look like? I am not loving this. How to do this the way I feel like it should be and the way I like it. I mean, I could always just cover up some of that, which is fine too. How would I do some flowers over here? Just have them floating. I don't love that. Okay. Let's see here. Where that's the best. It's my standard 4 pattern that I usually do. Could do that. See, move that over. Funny enough, I love this scallop, and so that's where my biggest issue is. Okay, if I do that, what would I do with some flowers? Because I do want to put some flowers here. Could always go that way. I kind of liked the idea of putting a trio in here. And that kind of makes this a little more important over here. And then maybe like one down here. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Let's see here. Let me put them down and see if once they're actually down, I like it. These pictures aren't wanting to stay down as well since I removed them. I'll line up that right there. I will be very happy once I get these in some kind of, well, in their page protectors in the album. Okay, so if I put that there, grab my glue dots. I really like these flowers with the little white, gosh, you can barely see it, sequin in the center, the flower sequin, and then the pearls. Oops. I think it does a great job. Let's see, I can go up a little higher because that won't matter. So there's nobody right here in that corner. I kind of like the overhang. I like that you can see the ruffle right there, the scallop. Okay. And then let's put, oh, before I take that off, do I need another leaf down there? Yeah. I think I'll just be safe and put one down there because I have a feeling I'll like it. Or I will regret not doing it later. Oh, come on, stick. Not to me, to the metal piece. Love these. Love these little leaves here. Okay. So that is pretty much it for that side, I believe. I'm not going to put any writing on this, any journaling. I did add, so to this one, I added the church down here and the date. I was going to add a little bit to this, but I decided not to at this point, and so that's as far as I've gotten. I printed it out, but I just didn't care for it as much. So I'm going to set these here, grab these before they fall between my desk, and put these little glue dots here, which is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay, now let's work on this side. I'm just going to set some stuff aside. And I'm going to do that same technique I did with the glue dots and the title because I think it's going to be my best friend. Okay. And then we're going to build this upside down again. Maybe down a little further. Grab my pokey tool. Do love my pokey tool. Give it a little bit of a border because I have a little more playroom on this one. So the necklace I'm wearing as my something old was my, I believe my great grandfather's. It's been a while since I've actually thought about it, so I've got to kind of figure that out. It was his cufflinks that my mom and her sister each got one when he passed. So yeah, it was their great grandfather. And they turned it, well, my mom turned hers into a necklace. So it has emerald and a diamond. I think it's 4 diamonds and an emerald in the center, if I remember correctly. I also haven't seen it in a while. And so that was the necklace I wore for our wedding. I'm not big on jewelry, so I don't really like things on my neck. But it was very nice to have that as my at the wedding. I might need to actually move this stuff over. I forgot to actually look. Yeah, I need to move it this way. I am just lightly pushing on that, and then I'm going to actually flip it around and look at that. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm going to live with it. Let's put it that way. So what I did not run the dots through the Xyron. I used adhesive and put them on here so that the adhesive would be attached. That seems to work well for me. There's a little bit extra residue there. Okay. Whew. Stressful. I always forget how stressful that is and think, it's no biggie. And then I'm working on it and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. It seriously is like going through my head the whole time I'm doing that. Sometimes I think, don't even just bother with the title. They're not worth it. They're just not worth it. Okay, so up here, I want to put this finishing touches. And I want it centered. And I want it kind of, let's see here. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Just kind of push down on this. Not mess around with it too much. And then I'm going to put this next piece down and not push at the bottom because I want to slip the scallop piece in there. Okay, so I want this centered here. There. I don't think I need the ruler for this piece, but I might. Let's just see what I can do without it. I just kind of wanted that just to kind of show down there. I thought that looked kind of cool. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Okay, so I kind of liked when I was laying pictures out like that, and then to kind of just push this here. But now that I know, do I want to leave that? You know what? I don't think it matters. I think I liked this enough that I'm going to be okay with that. Let's grab these little guys. I wanted like 2 flowers down at the bottom. Little guys there. And let's see here. Do I have 4 or do I have 3? I just have 3 here, so. Glob them up together so that I can maybe take them off easier. I have the doors open, so if you might be able to hear the airplanes that we have going over our house all the time. If you do, congrats, you hear the airplanes. They're really cool. The only time that it gets a little noisy, I should say, is when we have military ones going over. They are very loud, but I do love the airplanes. It's cool to sit on the back deck or in the backyard and watch them fly over our house. Okay, I am getting stuck to the Xyron piece that I put in the trash. Okay, let's see, where are we headed with you? I'm going to put this one on first. It's such a rarity that I like a picture of myself, so I really do feel that that's important. Let me grab the ruler. A little uneven. We also have dogs next door, if you can hear those. I'm not sure how much you can hear. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning anything, is because I don't know what you can actually hear. Hopefully, because I'm facing this way with headphones with the microphone, you won't be able to hear as much. Okay. I do want the something borrowed to show. I think the something blue doesn't need to show, so let me put these down. Maybe up a little higher. I keep that there. The other idea would just be to cut that. I think that'll work right there. I'm going to work one picture at a time. Oops, it's staticky today. Okay. That is so not even. It's probably not even cut evenly. That's the sad thing. Okay, Now let's see if I can get these flowers on here with the little guys. Let's do the metal pieces first. Okay, like it. I think I like the idea of that being at that corner. The glue dot does not want to stick to the flower on this one. Let's rip. Okay. Okay, now let's take a big old look and see if we need anything else. I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay, so the It's Almost Time layout. There we go. This is just after we finished getting ready, and then we put the garter on, and so showing the garter, and then the finishing touches is where my mom was putting the necklace on me. Too fun. I'm glad. One more layout done. Yay! Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.